Okay. Hey everyone. MsMoon here. The kids are now going through a different adventure this week. Last week was the Savory Nation versus Bland Land, and it was wild. This week is basically the Wild Beyond the Witchlight condensed for a kids game that's only going to last 4 days, although it might not be completed given the players that I have right now. But that's okay. That's fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna try and keep this as brief as possible. I don't think we have anyone signed up for next week. I'm pretty sure we don't have anyone signed up for the week after that, but I'm not entirely sure. Next week is the Animal Escapades. Many thanks to the Animal Adventures Kickstarter, because backing that is what gave me the idea for this. And then after that is just gonna be goblins warring against nations. So they can go crazy and attack everything, or not, because that's essentially what happens usually. And during the Savory Nation campaign, it was obvious it was going to be a fight, right? They are at war. They are the Savory Nation at war, and they wanted to kill the things that were not like combatant, and they wanted to be friends with the things that were. And well, I say it really just won. But that affected everybody else. Anyway, finally managed to get one of the reincarnation stories, and yeah, they didn't enjoy that. So okay, the kids the first place was the turnip place, where they went to the turnip village and they turniped it over, basically. By the hardest, they managed. They got one prisoner, one of them, Fairy Bread, we'll go by their D&D names. Fairy Bread, the high elf wizard, captured a turnip person and Stockholm syndromed them into being friends, like you do. From there, they went to the saline swamp and they saw garlic dogs, and they were like, "Oh, cute puppies!" But the garlic dogs were on patrol and didn't want to do anything with them. And they fought the evil Dr. Avocado and his avocados. They're little cats that were like the pips of avocado seeds. Killed him, gave him a few things that were wild. I think a couple of people got avocados and a couple of people got garlic dogs in the end. And then they were attacking the starchy people, the spuds, potato people, and the potato people nearly sent them packing the first round, and they got reinforcement with the cheese elemental, as you do, and started baking some potatoes. And then a gargantuan cake elemental showed up with an ice cream sandwich girl riding it. Magical ice cream sandwich girl. And Fairy Bread wanted to hug the cake elemental that was very intent on killing. Fairy Bread's actions got them nearly killed. Like, they were making death saves, 2 successes, 2 failures, literally 1 away. And the tension was crazy. We had Brian, Fairy Bread, and Ganondorf, with occasional appearances by Stabitha, because parents can play for free. After that, they fought the Pie Tyrant, and then the Carrot Queen, which there's so many things in that I just basically searched online, 5e food stat block, and I got a whole bunch of stuff, and I separated it into the different folders for if it was sweet, if it was bland, if it was salty. And I had my factions, essentially. So there was that. That all happened last week, and it was crazy. And now we're in the carnival, the Curious Carnival, and Jonathan, nobleman, has told the adventurers, "Hey, I can't smile, laugh, or feel joy, and it's because of this deal that I made. Please go to the carnival and find out if you can get that." And that's what they're doing. Although yesterday was spent mostly chatting about nothing to do in game because they were new to each other and they actually seemed to hit it off. Well, some of them really seemed to hit it off. I really didn't want to get in the way of that because D&D is also kind of social. Yeah. So, yeah, they didn't, I'd say they didn't accomplish much yesterday, but they got to the door. They did not open it or go through, but they got to where they could possibly solve something. And I've learned never to rush them. Like, I remind them of the time, but I try not to rush them because they're going to fill the time one way or the other. It's going to be fine. It's all going to be fine. Currently Tuesday, trying a new setup. Don't know if this is going to be it. Boyfriend got a mimic, and he was so happy with it. I'm going to wrap it up here with this because there is something else that I want to talk about, and I don't think I'm going to set up and do it tomorrow. So if I do it now, maybe it'll get done. But yeah. See you later.